You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Mr. Dan Farris, brought to you by SiouxEmpireJobs.com. Good day, sir. How are you?
Good day. Well, I'm just hoping I can make this, semi-interesting.
Oh, it'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Do it in Portuguese. No?
I'm going to learn Portuguese just so I can throw down on you next time you ask me to do Portuguese. Somehow he knows my weakness. Dan doesn't know Portuguese.
It's the one language he doesn't know. That's why I say that.
George Westinghouse, born this day.
They named a toaster after him.
They named all kinds of stuff after him. His first big invention was air brakes for trains.
Really?
Yeah, without him, those trains would still be going.
Oh.
It'd be crazy. But he was huge into the electricity thing.
Yeah.
In fact, he was instrumental in how to get electricity to the masses, kind of as we understand it today. So,
a lot of cool stuff. Coffee pots and toasters and radios.
$4 million. Who's Amy Jo Johnson? She was huge in the 90s. Huge.
Amy Jo Johnson.
She was the original Pink Ranger in the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
If you gave me 43
I would never have guessed.
I only know this because my son was a huge... I got into a fight with a woman at what used to be LaBelle's here in town. It was the last Red Ranger. And Luke wanted the Red Ranger. I mean, it was like the last one. It's like I'm throwing down with a soccer mom.
Wow.
Yeah, no kidding.
The craziest Ranger story I've heard on this entire station. And we have a Ranger that comes in here.
I won.
Oh, that's good.
Nice.
Got out of there before security showed up. Hey, sorry, lady, but it's mine. Amy Jo's 50 today.
Oh, nice. And the lady who you fought with the Ranger, she's fine too.
Just doesn't matter.
A rematch, Dan.
She was really mad.
I bet she was.
Yeah, okay. You guys have any connections to Jamaica?
We got married
there.
Whoa, because Millie Small has a birthday today.
She's Jamaican.
Yeah, from Jamaica. Had a huge hit, My Boy Lollipop.
Yeah.
It's one of the greatest songs ever written.
That's why we got married in Jamaica. We were going to see my Aunt Millie.
Yeah, My Boy Lollipop. You made my heart go giddy up. You are sweet as candy. You're my sugar dandy.
I can honestly say I've never heard that song.
Okay, well,
Dan might have just made it up.
And one of my favorite football guys of all time, former head coach, player, etc., Tony Dungy, who's 65 today. Defensive coordinator for the Vikes, went on to head coach Tampa Bay and blah, 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 blah.
I did a radio interview with him.
Won a Super Bowl with the Colts. Yeah, he's just an all-around super good guy.
I said Tony Dungy.
That is incorrect, John.
I know. I found that out.
That has a whole different meaning.
Yeah. It was like with him and his wife, for some reason. They wrote a book or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
very
published,
nice couple.
Still does sports. He's
super nice people.
Fantastic guy.
I'm not a sports guy, so I did not know how to say Dungy.
And historically speaking, seriously, nothing happened worth even mentioning.
Alrighty.
Which is kind of odd.
Good to know.
We're talking all of history.
Right? Isn't that insane?
Apparently on October 6th, no one took the time to write anything down.
Nothing cool happened today.
Not really.
Let's just move on. Well, Dan, thanks for that update, sir.
Sure thing.
It is the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Mr. Dan Farris, brought to you by SiouxEmpireJobs.com.
Yowza jobs.
If you take Viagra or Cialis, call now with your prescription and pay as little as $2 a pill. Call Pharmacy Shop 24/7 to get generic versions of Viagra or Cialis for as little as $2 a pill, plus free discreet shipping.
Call 800-214-7977. 800-214-7977. 800-214-7977. Again, that's 800-214-7977.
Time now for Ranger Dan's Critter Corner.
Well, I'm rough, tough, and ready. I'm a heck of a man. Eat my beans and weenies from a frying pan.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves to wrestle bears and lasso ducks. Run over possums in my government truck.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves all the campers and the animals too. If you're picking on critters, I'm coming after you.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir. I'm Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Smalls, how the heck you doing? A snappy little salute off the well-starched brim of the old Ranger Dan cap here. You're looking good there, Diago.
Jeez.
You know, I say Diago because it happens to be Hispanic Heritage Month here in the United States of America. That actually Run September 15th through October 15th, and I'd like to take a little time to say how do and another little snappy salute from the well-starched brim the old Ranger cap to all my Hispanic little radio rangers out there today. Welcome to America from Hispania.
Hispania.
Heidi!
Ranger Dan!
Whoa, are you my self-esteem? Because I've been looking for you everywhere. Sometimes I kind of turn those guns of humor right on my own little chiseled, ruggedly handsome ranger face. That's what I do. And speaking of humor, according to my accountants, sales of the old Ranger Dan comedy album, Ranger Dan Quacks You Up, peak when I do a few bits from that album. Even though it's double platinum now, I can
A big uptick every time, yeah.
never have too much dough. Got the brand new Ranger Dan boat paid for. I got myself a nice fishing condominium being put together even as we speak, so let's just keep on
Wow, Ranger Dan, that's impressive.
on. Ranger Dan Quacks You Up, recorded live.
All righty.
Cheetahs, off-sale liquor somewhere outside Sisseton in South Dakota during a 2 for Tuesday back in January.
Nice.
All these jokes are critter related because that's what we do here on Critter Corners. Tell me, what do you call a bear with no teeth?
What?
A gummy bear.
I should have known that one.
What do you get when you cross a shark with a cow, Heidi? Huh? Shark
I
with
have
a
no
cow?
idea.
Yeah, me either, but I ain't going to milk it. So tell me this. Where do you suppose you find the largest amount of the biggest size women's lingerie in the world?
Where?
It'd have to be Africa. There's thousands of zebras. Not safe for work. Did I ever tell you, too, I once had a goldfish that could break dance on the carpet?
No, you didn't.
Sure did, yep. Only for about 45 seconds, though. Well, that's a little sample from Ranger Dan Quacks You Up. That's available on the Ranger Dan website. Just click on the Chuckling Duckling. $29.95 plus $12.95 shipping and handling. 37 to 53 weeks for delivery. Till next time is Ranger Dan out. Say it with me.
Yes, sir.
Nobody wants to buy car insurance. It's not a fun thing to think about, but it's something you need if you want to drive your car. So even if you don't want to buy insurance, you probably have to get it from someone. So why not buy it from InsuranceChicken.com? Okay, I'll admit, our website name is dumb. InsuranceChicken.com. Yeah, our marketing department is not that great. But our selection of insurance options is amazing. See if we can save you money each month on our dumb website, InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com. Time now for Water Cooler Talk, brought to you by ServPro Fire and Water Restoration.
They're the leaders in that industry. Are you kidding me? We had the pleasure of working with them about a year and a half ago. It was amazing. They did just getting rid of
everything.
Water.
They made a bad situation really, really good.
When I walked into our studio offices that day, as I slushed through it about ankle deep, I just it's trashed. We're done. We have to move.
Right.
And that was not the case at all.
They cleaned it up like it never even happened before. Just got it all nice and
so
neat.
Again, the thing is, if they can do such an amazing job with what had to be done there, and I mean, we thought it was ruined.
Yeah.
The whole thing was ruined. Imagine what they can do with your ductwork and your carpet.
Right.
And they use the green thing, by the way.
The green thing.
The green, which means, not a bunch of harsh chemicals.
Oh, okay,
I see.
Nice.
It's the green thing.
I thought because their van was green is what you meant.
Oh, yeah. Their trucks and van stuff look pretty sharp,
green.
too. And they are green. That's exactly right. We're talking about pollen and dirt and debris and odors and things you don't necessarily see or even aware of, but they're there and they ain't good for you. So give them a shout. ServPro Carpet and Duct Cleaning for a deep clean you can see. Call 213-3303. 213-3303. ServPro Fire and Water Restoration. 213-3303.
And I bet you got more to say, don't you? Water Cooler Talk.
Water Cooler Talk. This is, we have had these discussions off air quite a few times. It's been.
Can we say it on the air then?
We can. And we talk about, this is a voting year, obviously.
Yeah, it's an election year.
Really? I haven't heard anything about that.
Yeah, nobody's talked about it at all.
Stuff pops up on my phone. It pops up on my computers. Have you registered to vote? Have you registered? Plan to vote. Plan to vote. It's like it's turned into. It's so insane. So I started thinking about it now. I know this is going to be a shock, but I'm a little bit older than you guys. But here's the thing. I started voting when I was 18. It was instilled in me by my father, who was kind of a political animal.
Yeah.
So far, at this point, from then till now, I have voted legally, thank you, and registered in Minneapolis, in St. Paul, in Waterloo, Iowa, in Rice Lake, Wisconsin, in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. I have voted in Houston, Texas.
Wow.
And in Sioux Falls, South Dakota many times, and a couple times when I lived in Hartford, South Dakota. I did it every time on Election Day.
Right, in person.
And I've never had a problem.
Right.
But apparently it's so complicated now. We need, 3 months to get this done?
Exactly. It's ridiculous.
And a bunch of information, the reason I bring this up, a bunch of information assaulted me on Facebook today, just here in Sioux Falls in South Dakota, and how you can get it done. And it goes on and on and on. Early voting information and tips. When you can vote absentee in person. Pick a day that's convenient for you. What to bring with you. Have some ID. Help if you need it. Click here. Additional services at some locations. Accessible services. COVID-19 precaution tips when voting. Your rights when voting in person. And it goes on and on. So I'm looking at it and going, what I've done over the years managed to do. I must be a darn genius.
Right? And you didn't need any help at all.
Think about how our society has changed. You know why voting is the first Tuesday in November? You know why that is? Because
I do, but you go ahead.
The harvest is done for farmers, so they wanted to wait and make sure like all the farmers got their crops out of the field, so the harvesting back in the day would be done by then. And the reason it's on Tuesday is because back in olden times, people wouldn't do things on Sunday other than church. That's it. Only church. They wouldn't even travel.
I was alive during those times. Thank you for calling them olden times.
So during the olden times,
I was.
They also didn't have cars yet because
you were not.
I was totally there.
Henry Ford hadn't invented the assembly line yet, so most people didn't have a car. So they would walk places or take a horse, and the polling place was a full day's walk away from some people. So you would literally walk the entire day Monday, or you'd ride a pony or whatever, all day Monday to get to a polling place and vote on Tuesday, and you'd spend the entire day Tuesday getting back home. That's how hard it used to be to vote, and they still did it that way.
Yeah, and I'm not saying I'm angry about it. I'm just confused by all this.
Yeah, I think we've got more technology. Everything is so simple, so easy.
And yet they always manage to screw it up anyway. Well, this election's going to have to go to court now.
I just watched if you want to have some fun, watch the movie that I just watched on Sunday. It's called Man of the Year, Robin Williams. I saw it back when it came out, but it showed up on Amazon as a movie I should watch. And it is about a computer glitch in a presidential election. Good movie.
Oh, and not only that, but all those places I managed to vote in, I've changed party 3 times over the years, too.
Really?
Oh, wow.
And I did that all by myself.
No kidding.
Yes, I did.
You didn't need some social media platform telling you how to do it?
That's crazy, isn't it?
I didn't have to punch up the interwebs. I just figured it all out. I know. How Mensa hasn't found me yet is beyond me.
It's because you are a genius, Dan.
I'm a genius.
Well, thanks for that update, sir.
Absolutely.
Have you registered to vote yet, Dan?
Darn it.
All right. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris. In a moment, I have a couple of guests that I'm going to talk to. CNC Food Factory. Super nice people, and I'm going to let the cat out of the bag. I went and saw them yesterday.
Andy and Stephanie, love them.
I recorded this yesterday. You're going to hear it here in just a little bit, but I recorded it because I had to go, well, I could have called them.
You could have, but you decided to show up in person
Anyway,
because...
And then you came back with a dozen delicious
if you show up
donuts.
in person, you get donuts. Yeah. So, no, I'm super excited. We'll have that coming up in a moment. Again, that's your good news that's on the way. Right now, Water Cooler Talk has been brought to you by ServPro Fire and Water Restoration, 213-3303.
The old way of living with diabetes is a pain. The new way is with a continuous glucose monitor. You simply apply a discreet, easy-to-use sensor on your body. If you test your blood sugar at least 4 times per day and inject insulin at least 3 times per day, or use an insulin pump and have private insurance or Medicare, you might be eligible for a CGM with little or no cost to you. Call now and say goodbye to finger pricks.
800-659-7805. That's 800-659-7805.
Time now for our bright spot of news, brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom on Lake Lorraine and Sioux Falls. And today our brightness kind of shines on CNC Food Factory and something cool they're doing. I've got Andy and Steph with me. Andy, how you doing, sir?
Doing great, John.
Very, very good. Now, you guys have kind of a special thing happening in the month of October. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and you've got a very delicious way for people to participate, not only participate, but also help out with a great cause. Tell me a little bit about what they can do here at CNC Food Factory.
Well, they can come check out our new donut. We're calling it the PPE, very fittingly.
Yeah.
The Avera Foundation has asked us to kind of help out. Part of the proceeds are going to be donated to the Avera Foundation for cancer research of all cancers, not just breast cancer.
That's a really, really cool thing. Now, Steph, tell me, this donut, what is it? Because the PPE stands for something, and it sounds delicious.
Yes, it's Pink Punch Eruption. It's a lemon donut with pink lemonade that you'll get a nice punch of flavor in your mouth.
And if somebody would like to get these, do they usually buy like just one donut, or they get like a dozen donuts? How does that work?
You can buy them in 6-packs or in dozens. And you can email us or give us a call to pre-order ahead of time.
And if they do that, how far in advance should they order if they're saying, hey, I'd like to get a couple dozen for my office? Is that something where they could usually come in and get it, or should they call ahead for that?
If they could give us at least a couple days' notice, that would be great.
So this would be a really cool thing. Like if you're planning today and going, hey, this Friday, let's do something really cool this Friday, they could call right away and get these ordered. Now, when people are doing that, what would you say is the biggest donut order you've ever had before, Andy? How many dozens would be the biggest order?
Oh, we've probably had 50 dozen go out at once to a business here in town.
Well, I don't think I'll beat that with Sonny because we don't have that big of a staff, but I hope somebody listening is going, man, I would love to do that and just take care of everybody in the office this week. And I know there are businesses out there that have a lot of people that they want to show their appreciation. So this would be a really cool way to do it. Get this PPE delicious donut and then also help a good cause. And the thing that's nice about all of this, this is a healthy donut as well because it's baked. Let's talk a little bit about the difference between a baked and a fried donut because I love the taste, first of all, but there's some kind of health benefits there, aren't there?
Well, yeah, you don't have all the oil that you're going to soak in and get big and fat.
So, and if you want to come and try these, you don't need to buy dozens and dozens and dozens. You can come in and just get one donut if you'd like. What does it cost to grab just one donut?
It's $1.49 plus tax.
And if I'm going to get a dozen donuts, how much is that?
$16.02.
And he's got this memorized. And again, if people would like to reach out ahead of time, I'm going to scoot back over here. What is the phone number to call if they'd like to call and order some donuts in advance and maybe take care of the whole darn office?
Our main line is 322-5325.
And then if they would rather reach out through the internet, they can find you online. How do they do that?
They can email us at cncfoodfactory@yahoo.com, or they can send us a message through Facebook Messenger.
And on Facebook, you guys have got photos of these delicious donuts. And I just snapped a photo as well. I'll be sharing that on our Facebook page. How do they find you on Facebook? What do they look for?
CNC Food Factory.
And then we're going to throw a link to that as well. Thank you very much for taking the time to chat.
Thank you.
And Andy, thank you as well.
Thanks, sir.
Get on out and join them. Again, CNC Food Factory. They're in the Avera McKinnon Fitness Center on Southeastern Avenue in Sioux Falls. And I'll throw all the information on our Facebook page, facebook.com/Sunny Radio and facebook.com/Sioux Falls News.
If you take Viagra or Cialis, call now with your prescription and pay as little as $2 a pill. Call Pharmacy Shop 24/7 to get generic versions of Viagra or Cialis for as little as $2 a pill, plus free discreet shipping.
Call 800-214-7977. 800-214-7977. 800-214-7977. Again, that's 800-214-7977.
Time right now for entertainment news of the day with Mr. Dan Farris.
Celebrities. So gosh darn fast. And sometimes they truly are. I have been a fan of this show since it first started airing years ago.
Well, thank you. We appreciate you listening to us.
Duck Dynasty.
Oh, that one.
Yeah. I was sitting at home one night by myself, punching around, and I literally didn't know what was happening. All of a sudden, here comes a big stretch limousine, and ZZ Top was firing up, and I'm going, I don't know what this is.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And then some bearded guys in tuxedos and camo shorts and dudes. Boots got out, and I went, I still don't know what this means. I started watching, and there was Willie and Jace, and it was just goofy. But I really, I've watched Sadie Robertson grow up.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Over the years. Sadie
She's adorable.
Super nice lady.
Sadie got married a while back. She has just announced she's about to be a mother.
Oh, that's so great.
Which is cool. She's weird.
Heidi sent her a card.
She was winner on Dancing with the Stars a few seasons back, too.
I think that's when I talked to her when she was on there.
She gets around. She announced on Instagram this past Sunday that she's pregnant, expecting her first baby with husband Christian Huff.
Nice.
According to Sadie, quote, all caps, screaming with excitement to share this news. Baby, we already adore you. What I've learned from you already, God is still been creating. God is still believing in us. God is still bringing forth life.
Nice.
And hope is still to come.
That's awesome.
She's adorable. I never watched that show really, but I've always really liked her.
Yeah, I
think she's adorable.
Good people, man.
We didn't, and the thing is, we didn't watch the show regularly, but anytime I saw clips of it or if I tuned in for it, I did enjoy the show. I see why people liked it. They are such likable people. 100%. Uncle Si, oh my gosh.
Genuine.
I just love that guy.
Uncle Si, one of the greatest quotes ever.
His glass. I want one of those glasses.
He actually said it to Sadie while he was giving her a pretty horrendous driving lesson about 15. I love this quote so much. Back in Vietnam, you could buy a pretty good fighting chicken for under $20. It made me kind of want to go to Vietnam.
Did it have anything to do with his driving lessons?
No.
It just came out.
I believe
that's funny.
Charlie that we have here on Tuesdays with Charlie, he is kind of like the Uncle Si around here. Because there are times that he'll throw things out.
Some of the stuff he says, like, okay.
Were we even having this conversation? Where'd that come from? We have him coming up here in a little bit, by the way. Dan, thank you for that report, sir.
Yeah, we'll be following that because it just so happens my daughter's named Sadie, too, and she was named Sadie first. So who's taking a bite out of who here, Willie?
Exactly.
That's right.
All right, there you go.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Mr. Dan Farris, brought to you in part by SiouxEmpireJobs.com. If you have a credit card, our friends at BetterCreditCards.com would like to make sure it's the best credit card for you. Take a few minutes to look at your current interest rate and then see what you get for points and perks. Then go to BetterCreditCards.com to see if they can help you find a better credit card. This will literally cost you nothing, and it could help you save money by getting a better credit card. Even if you don't have a credit card right now, you can check it out too at BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com. Here's your Market Beat Minute for Tuesday, October 6th, 2020. The equity market started the week off on solid footing, gaining more than 1.75% by the end of the session. The move was supported by a combination of factors, including last week's economic data, a growing number of upgrades for the third quarter earnings season, and President Trump's return to the White House. On a technical basis, the market action on Monday was very bullish. Not only did the S&P 500 move high for the day, but it also confirmed support of the short-term moving average and set a new 3-week going on 1-month high. With price action moving up from the 30-day moving average, the next target is the all-time high. If the third quarter earnings reporting cycle is as good as it looks like it will be, the S&P 500 is sure to set a new all-time high very soon. You can get the inside track with Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at MarketBeatMinute.com.